Okay, so here we are again, and our next stop on our tour is the ARMS Research and Development Centre. Now, no, sorry, it's the Science Research and Development Centre, is it, I believe? Yep, this is where Dr. Silverback will spend most of his time, as well as the hero Microman, who we might be able to see, and the quest giver Joyreg, who's another hero. This is where all the science heroes will come to get their equipment and upgrades. So basically, your science origin, if you rely on inventions, devices, or mutations for your powers. Which makes our next stop the magic area. Sorry about the hiccups. Mysticism is once again split into three areas. You've got rituals, enchanted gear, arcana, and avatars. And our next stop on our tour of the Renaissance Centre is the bank. So we'll just fly on through here. The bank is pretty much like the bank in every single MMO. You can store your items in the bank, and there's also a supergroup version of the bank as well, which is served by the same people, but allows access for all your supergroup. Our next stop on the tour is the auction house. Again, virtually the same as in every other MMO. You put your items up for sale. You can buy and sell items here with other players. There's a fee to put items on the auction house these days. There didn't used to be, but unfortunately, due to some people using it as an extra bank, they have now put one on. Our next stop on the Outer Rim is the ARMS Centre, which is Talisia's own specialisation. Okay. Is that a bug or something else? Anyway. You use arms if your hero uses ordnance like tactical vests and that, fighting styles, or has an alien is an alien using their natural powers to fight. As Talicia is a martial artist, she uses fighting styles. And we can now use the benches and that in the Research and Development Centre. Talk to Harmer Anson to go through our development tutorial. Right. He is about to teach us to break down an item and to compare it to create an item using a blueprint. That would be... Oh, we have to get the blueprint in the toolbox. Oops. So we search the toolbox. It gives us a training pistol blueprint. We right click to learn a blueprint, and then we use the arms table to build it. I could also break down components here as well. So anything with arms in can be broken down or modified at the table. Occasionally you might get an insight or similar depending on your focus. So we'll just take our equipment, get the components of the weapon, and then use them to build this pistol. So create the pistol. That increases our training skill, your arm skill. Talk to Harmer Hanson. We have to research the training pistol now. That gives us one tech parts back. Talk to Harmer Hanson again. and we finish that mission. And I've leveled up again. So we head off out into the wild blue yonder, and to our next stop, the Tailor, which is here. Tailors are always marked with the mask symbol above the head, and if we go in, talk to the tailor to modify our costumes. Any unused costume slot will give you a free costume. Any costume slot which is already in use needs to be paid to be modified. Okay. We also have a new addition here, which is the Nemesis computer. Unfortunately, we're too low a level to use that, but it will allow us to modify. When you're high enough to have a Nemesis, it will allow you to modify the Nemesis. Anyway, our final stop on the tour is the Superjet, which is in this direction. And you can see it up over here. The Superjet's purpose is basically to take you to the other areas of the game. So if we head up close to it, find out we can travel to the Canadian wilderness. We're not going to though, instead I'm going to sign off and say good night. So, good night.